work-life balance, is it a lot of BS? Tell me. So I'm Donna Patterson, and in this episode, we want to talk about the whole concept of work-life balance. And is it important? And if so, why? So what prompted this video? And it was hearing someone I admire and respect saying that work-life balance is a bunch of BS. And then hearing that repeated by another leader in the space, she's saying the same thing. And it was amazing to me that that was a concept that they taught us, that work-life balance is a lot of nonsense and it can't be accomplished. And I think it's because of a misunderstanding of what work-life balance is. I saw a video about that from a guy who was talking about it. Also, I mean, it seemed to be a week of that, seemingly, talking about it in the sense of work-life balance being 50% on work, 50% on life. And that's not what work-life balance is. Um, Hopefully, I'm going to give some analogies and hopefully you can grasp what I'm trying to say. If you look at a swing, not swing, a slide that has a pivot in the middle, you recognize that if you were to change the weight or the mass of either parties, the distances to the pivot or the central point, what we call the fulcrum, changes. And if we were to put the mass and relate it to what's important in our lives, you recognize that something that's being hold more dear and for that moment more critical will always be more important. We are dynamic human beings, we're not static, and there are a lot of parts to us that has to come together to work properly. It's the same way, um, like for example, after you eat a heavy meal, and guess what? A lot of the blood flows to where your stomach so that it could focus on digesting that meal. That's why we end up feeling sleepy sometimes after a meal of a lot of carbs. Same way, if you're running, a lot of the energy and focus is going to be on moving your body forward. You know, your heart rate, everything's going to be focused on that activity. But isn't your body still in balance during those times? Similarly, in your life, you know, you have your work, you have your business, which is the finance part, you have your friends, you have your family, your social, you have your health, and you have your spiritual life. And all those little parts need to come in a way that's unique to you, the individual. I mean, tell the person, you know, the successful businessman who had a heart attack on Monday morning that work life balance is not important. Tell the guy with all his happy family, you know, telling them, you know, he can't afford to send them to school because of financial problems. You know, what about the gentleman? He has a good family, good background, great schools, good grades. You know, anybody would think he has the perfect life, but he was suffering from depression. And he acted it out by trying to steal an American plane. That was like recently. So, or even he's successful, he has a great family, he has a lot of friends, you know, he's in great health, he's great shape, but he's unhappy because he's empty. He's empty, and because, you know, and usually it's because he lacks that spiritual connection with the higher power. You know, this um, vertical connection is, you know, is key. You know, and if you're atheist, this is really not for you. So it's important to have those parts of your life. And guess what? It's going to mean different things at different times for different people. For example, I don't have any children. So I'm not like those mothers who are going to be have to make time for their children. For me, I'm an introvert, and for me, I have a big focus in my spiritual life. I've found that that's been central, a key for me, and it has been a driving force keeping me moving forward. Because I'm an introvert, and you know sometimes it could be really draining dealing with people sometimes. And I recognize the things that I need to do to recharge. And one of the ways that I overcome that is by putting other person's needs first. I know that people need help, and I make myself most available to help them through what they're going through. And that makes me feel better. You understand? It gives me a sense of purpose. But I also could tell you that during the time I was practically bedridden and could barely walk 2 feet, it was huffing and puffing, that I couldn't make clear decisions. I mean, the last thing on my mind was business. And so you don't make good decisions if you're not in good health. I can ramble on and on and on, and how the different parts must work together so that you can move forward. I have a friend of mine who, very vivacious lady, and, very successful in professional life, but in her late 50s became depressed because she was lonely. She neglected the family part, she neglected the friends part in her drive and her push for academic excellence. These things are real. And, I'll just to tell you how real it is. A lady was talking about, she has kids, has a home business space, and she was talking about sometimes it's tough managing all those different roles. But you know what? If she didn't apply some of those principles to having those work-life balance, which is about truly about integration and recognizing that you are a dynamic human being with different needs at different times, she would manage. It will all collapse. And that's what I want to get across to you. That you have to take time out for yourself. You have to take time out for your health. You have to have proper finances. You might need be a millionaire to be happy. But something that I call a rich life concept is having what you need, to be happy. And it could be many different things. Uh, that it means different things to different people. And you need to define that. No one else can. But you do need those 4 pillars um, in such a way that you become a fully functioning entity and allow you to really bloom and blossom where you're planted. Otherwise, you're going to be dried up and die, wither and die. I mean, I'm not. I mean, this is not just been trying to be dramatic. This is the truth, because so many of us are just walking, existing through life. We're not living. We're not really experiencing this privilege that we have called life. Because we get so downtrodden with so many different things. But anyway, I've started to ramble. So my key thing is work-life balance is not a bunch of BS. It's really serious, and it's really truly about integrating those major parts of your life in a way that allows you to be happy, allows you to be functional. Are you going to have bad days? Yes. Are things going to feel like they're about to fall apart and nothing is going right? Yes. But for most parts, if one of those things are missing, the whole bunch, a house of cards going to collapse. So look at your life, look at the areas that you recognize that you need to address, and look at how you prioritize and moving forward. So, um, till the next time, just if you want to talk about it, feel free to connect with me. Don't forget to subscribe and, of course, leave a comment. What do you do in terms of your work-life balance? What are those things that are must, you must do? For me, my day, I have a day off that I basically focus on myself and my circle of close people. I don't think about business. I don't, it's just my time. For you, it might be family time, it might be personal time, exercise time, what it is. What areas do you think that you need to focus on to really improve your quality of life? Because you wouldn't believe how just getting those things right can make such a difference even as you build your business. Till the next time, don't forget to subscribe.